Good morning, Manta Rays. My name is Melanie, and I am one of your hosts for today's Raise Raps.
Hello, my name is Isabella. I'm your co-host for today.
So today we have a special guest joining our podcast, our very own Mrs. Walther. She is currently a teacher at MI who teaches Spanish 1 and 2, as well as humanities such as global perspectives.
Hello.
Thank you so much for joining us today. We were very excited to do this interview with you and learn more about you and your involvement here at MIA.
You're welcome.
Let's get started.
All right, so tell us how long you've been teaching at MIA, the subjects and everything.
So I started at MIA in 2020, 2021. So this is my 6th year here. But interestingly enough, I was here for 1 year in 2015, 2016. And then I had to move for my husband's job to Atlanta. So I left after a year, which was really sad because I loved MIA. And then we lived there for 3 years, and I taught there. And then we moved back, and I came back to MIA.
It's good to have you back.
Thanks. I'm happy I'm here to stay.
Did you move back here from, when you moved to Lee County, right? And did you find your way back here?
Yeah. I moved, we moved back, and originally I took a year off in between, just because the move was crazy and we were trying to figure out where we were going to live and what we were going to do. And then after that, I started okay, I'm ready to find a job. And so that's kind of why I'm so far away, because we went where my husband's job was, and then the kids kind of got started and everything. And then I was like, whatever. So I've been doing this crazy commute for 6 years now. But it's okay. It's my normal. Crazy is my normal.
Did you ever go to the high schools or work at the high schools near your husband's job? Or was it just this is the only option, the school?
No, I mean, I guess I kind of looked around. I just knew I wanted to end up back here, I just like this school, and I like the size, and I like the culture, and so when the opportunity came up, I took it. It was only part-time my first year because we were still in the modular building, so they only needed one Spanish teacher. So I just came in and taught global. And then the next semester I taught one section of Spanish 1, and then the year after we moved into the new building, and I took on full-time.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
So you teach Spanish 1, 2, and global perspectives now?
Yes.
Okay. Is there anything else?
I actually, I'm going to do leadership for the first time next semester.
Ooh, tell us about that.
I don't know. We'll find out. I've never taught it before.
Are you excited?
But yeah, I have some good ideas. I think it'll be fun. I'm excited for it.
Mm-hmm. What block would that be?
Oh, Melanie, I'd have to look at my schedule. I think it's 4th block, but I'm not positive. I don't know. I gotta get through this semester before I worry about my schedule next
We all
semester.
gotta get through it.
How's Spanish 1 and 2? How's that with the teaching? Is it easy? Is it hard?
I mean, I've been doing it for so long. It's kind of second nature at this point. I've been teaching Spanish 1 and 2 since I started teaching, so 15 years. But I change everything every time, I always come up with new activities and new things to do, and every class is different, so it kind of molds and changes as you teach the kids that you have that semester. I think, teaching anything can be difficult sometimes, but it's kind of just like a learning curve and a learning experience, and, every year you get a little bit better, so it's fun. I like it. I'm looking forward to teaching higher levels. So hopefully, I taught Spanish 3 a couple years ago, and I really enjoyed that. So hopefully Spanish 3 again in the future. Trying to get our manta rays to take Spanish class.
Yeah.
Yes.
How about global? How's global going?
I like global. It was a lot to learn because I had never taught it until I came here.
It's a pretty challenging subject, right?
Yeah. But I did get a lot of help from Mrs. G, just to kind of give me a baseline. And then, of course, I made it my own, but I enjoy it. I do. I learn a lot. The cool thing about global is I learn a lot from you guys because you pick these topics and, present on them. And lots of times there's information that I had no idea. So it's interesting. Yeah. I like that it's an opportunity to learn from students. It's cool.
So if you were trying to recommend that class, how would you describe it to a student?
I think it gets you if you want to go to college, I think it gets you very well prepared for college level academics. Also, I just think in general, for public speaking is just a really good quality to have, or something to be good at. It makes you more comfortable with adults and speaking in front of people, and but also the research aspect of it is really important for college because it actually teaches you how to not only do the research but find it from a credible place and analyze where the source came from, and that's what research is. So yeah.
So tell about the clubs. Are you participating in any clubs?
Yes.
Tell us more.
I'm the sponsor for, first and foremost, Sociedad Honoraria Hispánica, Spanish Honor Society with Melanie.
Perfect.
And Isabella, and also Key Club. And I've been doing Spanish Honor Society actually for years, like since before I moved here. So, because I started it up in Georgia. So, trying to think. Yeah, so I started that there, and that was probably like 8 or 9 years ago. So I've been doing it every year since then. So I like it. I think we get to spread some of the cultural awareness, and then also it's just nice to, I don't know, be together and have similar interests, and the induction is fun and cool, and it's like something to put on your resume, which is nice too. So yeah.
And I believe you're also part of the History and Culture Club?
Yes, History and Culture Club as well. Yes, how could I forget our wonderful trips?
Where are we going this year?
We are going to Portugal and Spain.
Ooh.
Yes.
Ooh.
And I'm very excited because we're going back to where I studied in Spain. So
Really?
yes. So we were supposed to go to the exact city, which is Salamanca, but it got cut off the itinerary. We didn't have enough time, so I was bummed. But that's okay, because I also, when I studied, I went to Madrid and Toledo and Segovia and Avila, and we're going to go to all of those places. So it'll be really cool to be back. That was like, 2009 or 10 that I was there.
Wow.
So like 15 years ago. So it'll be really cool to go back and like experience,
it'll be like a cool reunion.
Experience it again as like an adult, I guess I was an adult, but I was young. I was like 24 when I was there. So yeah, it's going to be fun. I'm excited. And Portugal is beautiful. I can't wait to go back to Portugal. Yeah.
So Spain, we don't need your tour guide. We have you.
Yeah, exactly.
That sounds cool. And all these clubs, that's a lot of responsibility. How do you keep them all organized? What's your secret?
Is there a secret? I don't know. I'm a planner girl. Everything's got to be in the calendar, and I guess I just kind of plan my days, around what needs to get done, prioritize. I think that whole time management thing is really hard to learn, and you never really truly have it down, but kind of putting everything. I do this thing. Years ago, I followed a teacher on Instagram she's like my age and whatever, but she was doing the whole social media thing like years ago. And I've been following her ever since. And she did this thing called a brain dump. And I inherited this where so you literally just take it. I do it in my planner, right? Like in a spot in my planner. I try to do once a week. I just write down everything I need to do, or whatever's in your brain, you just dump it down on paper. I need to do this, and then you can kind of prioritize the things in the list. What are the things that needs to get done first, and then as I do them, I cross them off. And so then the next week you do a brain dump, and you have less things. So it kind of I don't know. I haven't been as good this year at doing them as I usually do them pretty religiously, but. Hence why I probably have stacks and stacks of grading, but it's okay. It'll get done. But yeah, so I don't know. You have to stay organized, especially with my commute and everything else. I do a lot of lesson planning in the car, in my head. So I'm I've got an hour to sit here and think about what I'm going to do today. And then I get here and I just print my stuff out and put it on paper, and there you go.
I think I might try that too.
Yeah,
because
the brain dump,
there's
that
a lot.
sounds very, like, I usually have a hard time getting
Yeah.
organized as well. So that's definitely a skill I need to work on.
Yeah, and I like it's just like fun, you know. Like I just write brain dump and then I write everything down, and yeah, it's good.
And then with the clubs that you are like participating in, how would you get students to be interested? Like, how do you pull them into your club?
How would you sell it to us?
I don't know that I really need to sell it because I think you guys sell it. You know what I mean? I think the students that are in it, whether they're participating in events for the club or posting pictures, other people see it and then they get like, oh, maybe I want to do that, you know. Spanish is a little different because I talk about it in class, especially with the students that are higher level and wanting to, you know, take advanced classes and things like that. But I think Key Club is literally just word of mouth and seeing what we're doing in the community. And I think this year, shout out to Bella Shinsky. She's doing a really good job with the social media. So, you know, people see it on there. Oh, that, you know, yeah, you're volunteering, but you're with your friends and, you know, having a good time.
So I heard there's some events coming up in the clubs pretty soon. Could you give us little details?
Yeah, what's coming up on the calendar for us? I know for Key Club, we have our car show coming up.
Yeah, so we have the Kiwanis Car Show coming up. We have lots of Christmas activities. The car wash this weekend for History and Culture Club.
Yes.
So, yes, we will be washing those cars, and it's going to be chilly.
Yes, it's going to be. Hopefully it's not windy.
Yeah, but it warms up. It's usually only cold for like an hour, and then we warm up. Which actually is, I think it's kind of better than the really, really hot ones.
Yeah, usually that sun really drains you when you're...
Yeah, exactly. So we have that coming up, and we have Spring Zone Rally for Key Club.
Ooh, what's
when we
that?
come back. So it's the whole zone, all of the schools within our zone, which is multiple schools in like both Collier and Lee County. We have like a rally of all the Key Clubbers come together and they do workshops and they learn about what other clubs are doing and things like that. So we usually take a good group of kiddos to that. And this year it's at Palmetto Ridge, I think. So we have that coming up on January 10th. And then obviously once we get further into the semester in April, we have DCON, District Convention for Key Club too. So that'll be nice too.
Nice. Where is DCON?
In Daytona Beach.
Ooh, that sounds fun. Little trip vacation.
Yeah, I'm excited. I'm going, so.
Well, I'm excited for the school trip, and I'm going for that. Spain and
Yeah.
Portugal, here I come.
Exactly. And we're only 173 days away.
Yep, only 173.
So what advice would you give to teachers and students, like overall?
The best thing that you can do as a student is to always focus on you and what you need to get done and not play the comparison game. Because I think that, especially in high school, you think about what your friends are doing or, you know, what colleges they're applying to or whatever, but nobody knows you better than you. So focusing on, you know, I think sometimes, I always tell people, I tell my own kids too, like, it's okay to be selfish sometimes, you know?
Yeah.
You need to focus on yourself and what's best for you. And this is a time of your life where you're literally, you know, forming your identity, right? And you're going to go to college and you're going to decide what you want to do with your life. And it's a lot of pressure too. So it's important that you have fun and worry, you know, not sweat the small stuff, right? And then just enjoy these years because these are your formative years and they're the best years. I mean, I think if I could go back to, especially college is so fun. But I think, you know, high school is high school, but eventually you will look back and miss it, you know, because there's nothing really ever like it again once you're an adult and you just drive an hour to work every day. No, I'm kidding. I love it. I love coming here. I really do. Because
Now,
of you
for
guys.
teachers, like new teachers trying to become teachers,
Ooh.
college students trying to become teachers, what would you like tell them?
I guess what I would say is that you are never really truly going to figure it out 100%. It's always it changes. It's a career that molds and changes every year. But that the most important thing you can do is build positive relationships with your students, because and not saying like you want they have to like you, right? But they have to respect you and they know that you care, right? So, and when students know that you care, they'll do anything for you, right? Mm-hmm. So I always tell new teachers is that the most important thing, even before the content that you teach sometimes is just to build a positive relationship and have a good classroom culture. And then, things will kind of come naturally from there. So that's definitely number one for new teachers coming in, I think, is building positive student relationships.
Mm-hmm. Wow.
It's a very nice wisdom we just got.
Yeah, honestly, I'm really impacted.
Yeah.
I like that advice.
Especially for the students. I feel like we students are under a lot of pressure, whether it being first getting into high school or getting ready to go to college.
Yeah. And you don't need that much stress at your age. You need to enjoy these years. You're going to have enough stress later on.
Yeah, for sure. All right. So we're getting near to the end of this interview. Is there anything else you wanted to dump on us?
No, pretty dump for you. No, thank you guys for inviting me. This was fun.
Of course.
Thank you for
so
coming.
professional.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, this was really great. So thank you for inviting me, and I'm excited for next week, Spirit Week. My favorite.
I'm so
I have all of my different pajama pants ready, so I can wear pajamas every day.
I have to start buying. All of them don't fit me.
Go to Old Navy; they have a lot.
Ooh, for sure.
Yeah,
for
I
sure.
stocked up.
We should get together.
Yeah.
Would you like to come with us?
Sure, road trip to Old Navy.
Okie dokie. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Thanks, girls.